All right, let's come back to the caster desk real briefly. All right, guys, we're going to game 3 of a match. This is a match between Han2 and Old School Vader. Real briefly here. I'm not going to have... Yep. Let's just come over here. There we go. So, there's your matchup. We are in game 3.
So you're just on the same kind of deck. We don't know that it's exactly the same deck, but it's a similar idea anyway. And we're already on.
There we go.
On our, so we've got prepare for take. No, sorry. Timely reinforcements.
Nope. That's prepare for takeoff. It only costs 2. Timely reinforcement costs 5. So that's
all right. Yeah. Okay. So prepare for takeoff.
Yep. Vader going for takeoff here.
Bringing out the Black Sun fighter, the Sentinel in space, and some other space unit. I couldn't really tell what that was. It was a little bit quick for me.
Looked like he's got a relentless in his hand.
Yeah, so we get the Mon Mothma play from Han Solo there, Joshua. So he's also tutoring some cards here, and he got I thought that was a Poe Dameron.
That was a Poe Dameron,
which is an excellent. Yeah, that's a really good unit in the Han 2 decks. That's just super cool to be able to use Han ability but get no downside at all from it.
Yep. All right, so let's see where we go here. Starting off with an SLT on the right.
Vader is ramping there with a DJ Super Laser Technician there, and we get the Poe Dameron coming out here, and it brings its own ship and takes no damage from it.
So does indeed.
Really, yeah. So that's really a 4/5 in space for 3, which is just crazy. Like those cards should have downsides to them if you get to get them that cheap. So the Laser Technician just moving into Mothma there, not because she's any kind of a threat, but because it wants to ramp.
Yep, wants to get rid of her. And
Vader
is a resupply.
Ramping even more there with a resupply. So we're already double ramped with Vader here. And I think he can afford to do this because there is only the Poe swinging in for 4 here. So he's not behind on damage in any significant way. He also managed to get a TIE fighter out there as well. So
not only that, but he's got one more that he can still use with the Vader ping. He's got one last resource, and there it is.
Exactly.
So he's going to use it to kill the blue leader that came in from the other side of the board.
Yeah. Exactly. So this is actually looking really good for Vader, I think. I don't think Joshua's got what he needs to be able to handle a double ramped Vader.
Yeah.
It's just going to be really hard for him.
If I'm Ethan, I feel really good about my board position. This is Vader's flip turn and Han's flip turn, which is just crazy when you think about it. But that's where we are. Oh, no, he took it back.
Those leaders are not on the same power level.
Okay, so Mon Mothma goes in for 1, then Vader.
Joshua had initiative there. He moved in with Mon Mothma to base, and Ethan just flips Vader out there because Han obviously has no actual removal in the deck. Well, at least I haven't seen the deck list, but I assume he doesn't run any kind of removal in his deck.
So there's an overall in Garage that tends to work as fairly effective removal.
That's removal in the Vader deck. You'll definitely have removal, but I don't think Han runs any removal. Maybe he might have a strike true thing, but I've never seen that in the Han deck.
It's been interesting, right? Because one of the conversations that I was having with people yesterday, and I've heard people talk about this. You heard the KTOD guys talk about this earlier this week, right? Playing cards like Fell the Dragon in Han 2 Data Vault. Or even silly stuff like that, which sounds ridiculous, but in practice,
you might have to.
It might be. That could be really spicy add and get a lot of value out of it.
Yeah, you could definitely run something like that out of aspect. It's Elder Dragon for 6, removing something that you really need to remove. It could be a thing, but I think it's a little bit late for that. The thing that he needs to get 7 to be able to play a new Home 1, and that's really the only unit in the hand deck right now that is the first unit in the hand deck that is big enough to be able to compete with what Ethan's going to bring out right now. And I think he's going to be too much behind once he gets there. So I don't think this game. I think this game is already over. Actually, that's what I think.
Okay. So he brought in a blue leader there and sent it to ground
Mm,
to
yeah,
ambush
to take
out
care of Vader.
ambush out the Vader and get rid of him. But Vader still put
Yeah,
12 into the base before he went away. That's a pretty solid. I mean, I'm not unhappy with that
yeah.
result if I'm Ethan.
No, exactly, and he's not spent any resources yet. And that there, so he's just keep ramping here.
I mean, his top end
And
could have Devastators in it. Like, that would be a really nice card.
it could definitely have that. It could have both of the Devastators, really, and also Crate Dragons, probably. So I just assume that's the Devastator, the red one. And yeah, did he resource that Devastator, though? That
I
almost looked like he did.
don't.
That would have
No,
been
no.
weird.
He's got it
No,
right there in his
no,
hand.
he did not.
He's
He
got
did
it right
not.
there in his hand.
Good,
And you're about
good,
to see
good.
it right
So,
there.
yeah, taking care of Han Solo and also putting 1 damage, I think, to base. Well, I mean, this turn, Joshua could bring out Home 1, and next turn, he could bring out a Crate Dragon if he runs them.
See,
But
there it
that's a
is.
fell.
There's the
That was
fell.
the fell they're running.
He didn't
Yeah,
have it earlier.
Joshua was indeed running.
He didn't have
Yeah.
it earlier, but he had
And
it
I think
then.
that's exactly what he needs to be doing right here. But he's very much behind on base race, and Vader, is so far ahead on resources. I just don't see Joshua catching up here.
Yep.
Not sure how.
It's going to be
Even.
tough, right? Because he's falling
If he can pull a
behind.
crate now, if he can pull a crate now,
The
he can
timing
stabilize.
would be good for one right here. He's got the
Yeah,
resources now
if
for
he
it with
can
Han's
get one
ability.
now, he's got initiative, so he's playing first. So a crate here could stabilize. But if he hasn't got that, I don't see
There it
what's
is.
in the ether. Yeah, there is. This is very important. This is very, very important for Joshua to remain in this game.
Ethan now possibly
But
2 swings from being out of this game. He's only got 19 HP left, and the crate represents a couple of possibilities at lethal damage here. But he does have Joshua under 10 health remaining here. 25 damage on.
yeah, exactly. So 2 strikes with what's on the board now will do it for both sides. But Ethan hasn't spent 1 single resource yet.
Ethan's got it all, but he also doesn't have a great hand, right? He's got a dagger tie in there.
No.
Looks like he's got a recruit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a tremendously good hand here. I think he's going to take at least 1 smack from this crate no matter what he comes up with.
Probably. But again, if he can just so he's going to play it and
he's going to he's salvaging the Devastator.
Salvaging the Devastator, which is going to cost him 8 damage to the Devastator just to get those 4 damage on base. But that brings it so that he has lethal.
Okay, he does go in 4. Yeah, but that gets him in range of lethal. Yep. So he's got to take a whole bunch of damage here.
It's a hard play, but did Joshua put the damage on base?
Yeah, Josh put all of that on base. So it's now 22 on. The crate doesn't hit hard enough.
He does not have lethal.
No, he doesn't.
And Ethan does.
Yeah, Ethan, that was, I think, one of the reasons Ethan was taking the extra time there to run the math to make sure that, okay, if I take 8 from doing this, because salvage costs 0, right? Salvage has no cost.
Yeah. So he's only paying damage for the Devastator.
Correct. So he's paying the damage for the Devastator. And then he goes 4 to base, and then now he's got the possibility of
lethal
swinging
with both units. Both of those units are lethal.
Yeah, because there's only 3 HP left there. I miscounted.
Yeah. Well, he's got 20.
He's got 30 damage on his base. Yeah.
So he needs 3 more damage only. So either of those units gets to swing, Ethan wins. And Joshua can't. If he has a buff, if he's got an Adelphi, he wins.
If the Adelphi would do it, doesn't look like he has it, or he probably would have windmill slammed it already.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like.
I don't think there's anything else I can imagine being in Joshua's deck that saves him here.
No, he's going to play home 1, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think it's going to come in a little late here.
What could he be? No, I mean he needs to heal
No,
a
we're going to
lot more
timely
than
something.
what he's.
Okay, he's going to ambush in the home 1, but it literally
All
doesn't.
right, then he gets. Well, then he gets the heal.
He's going to get.
So he gets
hang on, I got to put it back up again. Is it?
Which
It's
puts him
restore
out
2,
of
right?
range for. He's not going to be in range for the.
Oh, so he actually gets 3 restore out of this play because of the way the timing works.
Yeah, exactly. So he does actually work this out. Now, Ethan does not have lethal. He's 1 off. And the crate is also 1 off. So claiming will probably win Ethan the game.
Yeah, I think Ethan still has to claim here. I think it was a good play by Joshua to bring in the
Joshua needs to claim again, because if he strikes with the crate, he loses. Because then Ethan just claims.
Yeah. That's the thing.
So,
I think Joshua's hosed
Joshua
either way.
needs to claim.
Joshua does claim.
And he needs to draw an Adelphi. It's the same situation as last time. Or an answer to the carrier. Sorry, I forgot the name. The resupply carrier.
What's the question? What are you trying to think of?
The ship in Ethan's space lane. It's the resupply
carrier. Ooh, that was a good pull for Joshua.
There's also an answer. This will also answer.
This is a good pull.
Yeah, but it's not enough because he's 4. He heals 3, and then the resupply carrier gets him to 33. No.
No, 32. He has 1
Wasn't
HP.
he at 31?
No, he was at 31, and then he healed 3. No, he was 3. And then he healed 3.
So that should have been lethal. It strikes for 4.
Yes.
No.
Right. No.
So
hold on. 31, and then he heals 3. He goes to 28. So he has 5 health remaining, and then he takes 4 damage.
Oh yeah.
He has 1 HP left on his base.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. Ethan looking through his hand, trying to figure out how he's going to get this last damage. It's been vexing him for several turns now. Can't quite get over the finish line.
He can't play anything because of the crate. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think, because you're right. As soon as he plays a card, now why wouldn't claiming there have worked? If he claims, the crate swings.
If Ethan claims there, he wins. I don't know why Ethan just doesn't claim that.
I'm actually not positive who wins this game.
I think Ethan should have just claimed that and win next turn. But he didn't.
I think. What I think happened? I'm actually not positive. I'm not positive who actually won this game.
Well, did Joshua claim? Because if Joshua claimed, he wins.
Yeah, it's tough to figure that out.
He didn't.
It's tough to figure that out without hearing everything. So here's what I'm going to do, guys.
No, that's probably what happened. Yeah, so the resupply carrier swung to base, going up to 32, sorry, and then Joshua just claims.
Josh had already claimed.
Joshua just claims. Joshua just claims, and then Ethan is dead next round because Joshua swings with the Walker and heals enough to get out of range.
He stays ahead and then swings with the crate. Yeah, that is. So
that's what happened there.
Yeah, I think in the end, you're right. I think Han walks away with that one, but man, what a close match.
That was really, really close. I never saw Joshua coming back from that, but then he managed to stall out just enough to get the crate down and stabilize. And yeah, that was it.